Alright, so if you guys haven't already known about this game called Squarepiece, it was supposed to have a sequel. And if you don't know what a Squarepiece is, it was this One Piece game that was fairly liked in the anime community with, a different standpoint with, like, the stats gain. You actually have to use the moves, actually punch stuff, level up, and instead of putting in stat points, alright? It was pretty unique, and also, it was just nice to play with. But once it stopped receiving updates, they did announce a new game called Squarepiece 2, basically the sequel. And after a long ass time, it didn't come out. I'm pretty sure they didn't even release a release date for it, so I didn't know what I was expecting, but I was just hoping this game would come out soon, and it just did, but for open testing. And oh my goodness, bro, Squarepiece 2 is looking fire, bro. The uniqueness of this game is actually pretty dope. Like, I've never seen a lot of games like this, especially games that are related to RPG versions, like crafting, mining, durability with the armors, having armors, like shoveling up treasures like an actual pirate. The fucking island's actually 10 miles away from each other, so you have to sit on a boat for about 10 minutes to go on an island. Yes, I did that in the game, and I did do this in open testing, by the way. You guys should have played it, but now it's closed for testers. As long as I played it, it was honestly really fun. I didn't really get into the combat really that well because nobody really wanted to fight me, and those who did fight me absolutely beat the dog shit out of me. Like, it was not even fair. It was not even fair. These guys were testers. But yeah, I'm gonna get right into this one. No more stalling. I'm gonna talk more in depth of what I'd experienced. So let's go. Alright, so basically, to summarize my experience in the game, it was kind of like a One Piece game, but if you turned it into an RPG. MMORPG, where you just went around doing quests, like similar to other games, but instead of just doing quests as well, you could do little side quests or little things here and there that include crafting armor. As you probably already saw, I killed a bunch of monkeys and used their tails to craft armor for some reason. I don't know that was in the game. That's literal animal abuse, but you know what? If it gives me protection, I'll take it. I'll take it. But yeah, honestly, it's amazing that they actually added all this. I didn't even know this was happening. I was in the Discord, but I wasn't really in touch with it until I saw it was released for public testing, so I did play it. And honestly, like I said, it's like a MMORPG game with doing these little things here and there. But the main quest, the main like storyline, it's similar to other One Piece games where you just level up. But the cool thing about it is that it did keep its stat grinding system, where you actually have to like punch stuff, get hit to train your durability, etc., instead of putting in stats, which I do find really interesting in most One Piece games and most games in general, because you do grind them way more, and it's way how do you say this, more intriguing than just putting in stats and getting stronger, right? But yeah, besides that, the little things that also were in there were getting random drops from mobs, which I love, by the way. If you get random drops, maybe like a coat that gives you armor and stuff, or maybe crafting abilities, which they did drop, like the tails and maybe like the iron and rocks where you got from mining, etc. You also got like different chests and keys from like digging up treasures and shit. That was honestly one of my favorite parts, just because it was interesting and it was mysterious, because you didn't know what you would get. Next minute you'll get a fucking bone, and then you'll get a ruby, and then you get iron, and then you get a treasure chest with the key. And the treasure chest system, by the way, is honestly really cool. I love it. It's like doing a lottery system, it's like you pick 3 slots, and then whatever you get is what you get. And on my first try, I believe I got like 2 chests and a key. Like, that's some good luck right there. But then in the end, I didn't really end up with anything good. But some other cool things in this game is actually getting a fruit through another chest, which I believe is called the exotic chest. It's kind of like that chest that Doflamingo had, I believe. And somebody with Chop was actually chasing me throughout the game with that, so that was honestly fucking horrible. Dude, they were like a tester or something. But yeah, honestly, it's really nice. I wish I got to play the game a little longer, because they did have other things like blackleg, sword style. I believe you could also craft like a tiny ass like mace or something at the start if you gave the guy like iron sticks, etc. And Yeah, there was also just things that you could do, like talk to NPCs that gave you tips about, geckos, crafting, fighting mobs, doing quests, etc. Yeah, those little things honestly just make the game much better, because instead of just having a face forward One Piece game where you just grind your ass off for levels and beat the crap out of somebody by one-shotting them, this game actually has put some skill into it. Although I didn't get into the combat, once I did get into the combat, it was not too bad. It was like a system when you were low, you were walking all slow and you were bleeding and you were holding your stomach. Really nice, by the way. But the combat was a little weird just because I was lagging. I didn't get the best of clips, and I didn't even get a lot of clips either. The only one was the fucking guy chasing me all over the place. But that's all I really had to say. Like I said, really fucking nice. I wish this game comes out with all the luck and hype it gets, and it gets fully developed as well. That's all I wanted to add. Hopefully the owner, Mystified, actually puts in a lot of work, and I believe they are doing a lot of work as well. They've been developing this for a while now, and I can see what they've been doing. It's really nice. Anyways, what do you guys think about the game? Tell me if you've played it, or if you guys believe it's good from what my review is so far. I guess it's like a little review, but yeah, like I already said, through my opinion in this video, it's honestly really nice from what I'm looking so far. Hopefully it gets added with more things, like maybe boss raids, unless it's already in the game. Maybe increase the PvP combat where you actually get some evasives, dodging, perfect blocking. Unless I didn't explore that, I wish it is in the game. But for right now, that's all I got. Okay, so this is after the fact that I edited most of my thing. I forgot to mention that there are things like race spinning, which I'm not sure how that really works, but I did get Lizard Man. I don't know what the buffs are, but I know that Mink gets like an ability where you could actually electrocute enemies. It does so much damage. I actually want Mink. I don't know what other races there are, but I got Lizard Man. There's Mink out there. Maybe there's even Monkey. I'm not even quite sure anymore, but there's a lot of like animal types. That's all I got to know. But I wish, like I said in the video, I wish I got to explore more so I could go more and more in depth with this, because I know testers probably know a lot more than me right now, but this is what I experienced so far. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment if you haven't. They really appreciated by me. Also hit the notification bell if you're new. I'll see you boys and girls in the next one. Have a damn good day. Peace.